Everyone, this is Waldorf,
And this is Statler.
and welcome to our first review of the new Magic Paths.
For version 1.2.
1.2, not
Of the-
1.02
Yes, 1.2, yes, of the ninth age.
of the ninth age. Yep.
So the new paths were just posted. Well, everything was just posted a few hours ago as of this reading.
hmm Which means you'll be a couple days ago by the time you hear
Yes,
this.
exactly.
No, it depends on how fast we move on this
Well,
one.
as of our reading, not necessarily
Correct.
of anyone
As
who
of
watches
our
its
reading.
viewing. Yes.
Which is important.
Yes. So we're just basically going to go through the Path of Alchemy.
Path of Alchemy. The Path of Alchemy is available to the Dread Elves, the Empire of Sonstal, the Highborn Elves, the Infernal Dwarves, the Dwarven Holds.
No, I think that
Why do I have Dwarven Holds?
because you think they have everything else, but scratch that. It's not
Okay.
Dwarven Holds.
All right, you sure?
Yes, they have their own craft.
The Saurian Ancients, the Vampire Covenant, and the Warriors of the Dark Gods
Yes.
all have access to alchemy.
Right. And we're reviewing it from the slim version of the Magic Pass. There's actually the full book, which
Yes.
has a whole bunch of neat background and graphics and etc.
Yeah, it's a very nice looking book.
Yeah, and each lore is kind of explained as far as what they are from a
Mhm.
from a fluff perspective, which is pretty cool.
It is. It's really nice. So we'll start off with this one has an attribute. Like again, some spells have, some lores have, some paths have attributes, some have traits, blah blah blah. This one has an attribute. It's an 18-inch range, hex, lasts a turn. Target gains flammable against close combat attacks and spells. Oh no, not versus shooting. Okay, so it's been toned down a bit from the forge thing.
Yes, which is what it basically came from. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a decent thing, I guess, if it synergizes with what you've got.
Mhm.
I guess if you have this and
Something-
pyromancy, it could be helpful, or if
Yes.
you have flaming attacks in
Or
your
if you have
army.
flaming attacks in your army,
Okay.
flaming standards will become more popular again.
And it's a freebie, so
Yeah.
anyway. Alchemical fire.
Yes. Then they have as their base spell Quicksilver Lash. Quicksilver Lash. Ooh. It's a cast on an 8. It's got a range of 24. It's a hex, a missile, and it does damage and has instant effect. The target suffers D3 plus 1 hits with metal shifting, and just as a reminder, metal shifting basically is it's based on whatever your armor save is. So
Correct.
the more armor you have, the easier you are to hit.
Yeah, this is one of those, alchemy really takes a hit on those conditional things. If you come up against beastmen or beast herds or a lot of orc and goblin armies that without a lot of armor, then your default spell is going to be kind of
Yeah.
not worth much, especially with an 8 casting cost on it.
I feel though that there's always something in the army. Probably the scariest things in the army are the things that tend to have the most armor,
Correct.
including characters and
Yeah.
and they always have an okay amount of armor.
Number 1 spell is the Word of Iron. It's got a 6 casting with 24, boosts to 9 and 48. It's an augment, lasts a turn, plus 1 to your armor save. It's okay. Not thrilled with this.
It's only a 6 to cast.
But it is only a 6 to cast. Like I said, not enamored with that for me.
I mean, anything that helps you, stay alive. I mean, I think it once again depends on what your armor save is.
Well, that's true. I just know there is no cap on that, so
Yeah.
that's kind of nice.
So if you've got some guys that are at 3s, you can get them to 2s or 5s to 4s pretty easily, and there's a pretty big difference between a 5 and a 4, and
You can bring your guy from 2 to 1.
bring him to a 2 to 1 and make him pretty resilient to things. So I don't know. I think it's easy to cast. So
Okay.
brings us to the second spell, Molten Copper. Casts on a 7, has a range of 24. You can boost it to a 10. It's a hex and missile, and does damage. It's instant. The target suffers 2d6, 3d6 with the boosted version. Strength 2 hits with armor piercing, 3, and flaming attacks.
Armor piercing 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Kingdom of Equitane's not going to like this too much.
Yeah, and this is definitely an anti-knight spell. I mean, it is strength 2,
Right.
so your the good guy knights are getting wounded on
Fives.
fives.
Bad guys on
Bad guys on
sixes.
sixes. That's not so good against warriors of dark god knights
Yeah.
or orc boar riders or vampires or things of that ilk.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
But 3D even so 3d6 strength 2 is not something to sneeze at, and even for 2d6 it's a 7 to cast. I mean, two dice you can two dice it very effectively.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, Molten Copper. Even if the guy casts it on the 10, gets off 3d6 on my unit of 2-up armor boar boys,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ignore it. Let it go.
Yeah,
Because on
probably.
average he does 10, which maybe is 2 hits, and I've still got a 5-up armor against that.
Yeah,
So,
depending on the
against
target.
the bigger boar boys.
Sure, but if
anyway,
you got a unit
Okay.
of 5 chaff, you may not be too happy about
correct.
it.
That's a good point.
So it just depends what you do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's target dependent. It's not
it is definitely target dependent.
a universal spell.
And it does cast on a 7 at 2d6,
Yeah.
so that's really nice.
Yeah.
Then we have the Corruption of 10. Cast on an 8, range 24.
I didn't know you could corrupt 10.
You can. 10 can be corrupted. And it boosts
Instead of use it with a Pepsi product?
it boosts to 11 casting. It goes to 48-inch range. This is a permanent spell, -1 to armor save. I've always liked this spell because of the permanency.
Yeah, anytime you can do something permanent to somebody that's particularly important, that's really good. This is something that a lot of medium to high strength armor guys, really don't want to see. And it's an 8. It's not terribly hard to cast.
Right.
I don't think you'll be using the 11 very often, but
Especially when they start trying to double it up on you.
yeah, yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
gets really nasty.
You start pinging people every turn. Yeah, it can be quite. Especially if you've got like one unit in your army that is relying on the army on armor. The other. Now the challenge there is it makes the base spell worse. So
That is true.
you have to think about it when you're using it.
Okay.
Brings us to the Silver Spike. Cast on an 8, range of 18. Boosted version cast on 11, range of 36. It's a hex, magic missile. I keep saying magic missile. It's no longer called. It's called a missile. Yeah, it does damage. It's instant. The target suffers 1 hit with strength 6, armor piercing 6, multiple wounds, D3, and penetrating.
Oh, look at that. All right.
So, well, the interesting thing here is it's only got a single strength and it's penetrating,
That's odd.
and it's does multiple wounds. It's only got a single value. So I'm interpreting that to mean that it does strength 6, armor piercing 6, D3 wounds
Per rank or file.
per ranker file, depending on the angle.
Capped at 5.
Yeah, capped at
Goes to the
5.
penetrating rule.
Yeah, making this
That's an awesome spell.
compared to the new bolt thrower rules very good.
This is actually an awesome spell with
Yeah,
that.
I think.
I think there's something missing.
Yeah, I think in Ogre Kingdom's army will be dispelling this every turn.
Oh, you can't. You have to dispel this.
Yeah, or anybody with Minotaurs or anything.
Well, at least ogres, I guess, don't have a ton of ranks. I guess they got that going for them.
Yeah, they usually have 3.
You're usually going to get 3.
And the way the penetrating now works, you roll. It doesn't stop on the first guy.
Correct, no matter what.
It's everybody takes a wound. So yeah, this is
Yeah.
really good against
That is.
monstrous infantry.
Yeah, especially if you can get a bigger unit in the flank or something.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's more wider than 3.
I mean, it's still fantastic against
But
single
it's-
wound models, but having
yeah.
the ability against multi wound models.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm wondering.
I'm wondering if they missed
I
it.
wonder if they missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Considering the penetrating doesn't drop strength as it goes. Anyway,
yeah,
yeah,
and not too hard to cast. Probably need 3 dice, but
it's a fantastic spell because
Yeah.
you're going to want a 3 dice because they're going to
Yes,
make sure they're
yes.
going to use 4 to stop it.
and you may even go for
Or more.
the 4 dice onto the 11 just to
Hit him early.
hit him early and hit him often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one will be Transmutation to Lead. Cast on a 9 with a range 24. Boost to a 12 casting at 48-inch. It's a hex. Lasts for 1 turn. The target's attacks cannot receive strength bonuses from its close combat weapons. Mundane shooting weapons wielded by this target suffer a -1 strength. Note that the spell only affects a model's equipment and its strength, not any special rules. So basically, the great weapon unit can't get it. Those elven sword, whatever they are, the sword master guys are going to be really upset about this. They wouldn't want this.
Yeah, anybody carrying
It's a whole lot of strength 3 attacks thumping you would.
You'll be glad you get spears in your army.
Flagellants, anything really on this one.
But yeah, no, it's bad for characters. It's bad against anybody that's carrying a plus strength weapon. Yeah, that can really mess you up. They really stink. You charge your knights and all of a sudden you go from a 5 to a 3 or a 6 to a 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like this spell.
And suffer. And then mundane shooting. I mean, it's helpful there. -1 strength can make a difference. A lot of shooting is strength 3, strength 4.
Right.
So yeah, that's a nice spell.
It is. That brings us to the last one.
Glory of Gold. It's very glorious. Cast on a 10. Range is 18. It's an augment. Lasts 1 turn. Target gains magical attacks, flaming attacks, and armor piercing +1.
+1.
So yeah, so if you have armor piercing AP1, which is not uncommon, you end up going to AP2 basically.
You do not want to run into a spear block with this.
Yeah, that would be kind of, especially if they got any strength to them. That would.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the magic flaming is not going to help. The armor piercing is what's the big one in here, I guess.
No, that's universal. I mean, the magic, you probably only care if you're running against ethereal, and flaming's helpful against flammable targets or somebody in the field. You gotta remember that being in the field.
Or regenerating stuff, yeah.
Yeah, or regenerating.
Park this unit in the field, no one will come near it. Park a unit in the field, no one will come near you if you have this spell. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So overall, what do you think? I'm not that enamored with the alchemical fire. Of course, makes you flammable. Quick metal shifting is flammable.
Yes.
Metal shifting attacks are flammable, but there's only, one with metal shifting? Yeah, I guess. I guess if you are fighting, you do something and get the lore attribute off and then follow it up with Glory of Gold. So onto a unit that you've already made flammable. Or you make your unit, give your unit this flaming attacks and then give your opponent the flammable.
Yeah.
So this one is better than I thought originally. Because every time you get this off, you're guaranteed to get off the attribute.
Right.
So in effect, this one automatically lets you reroll wounds if you're in combat.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That is actually really nice.
Well, now that bonus is not just in combat, though, right? Number 6. It's
number 6.
It's the target.
It's the target, correct? Yeah. So even it works on bows.
Yeah.
But I think, don't know. It's a good point.
So it would help your shooting.
Shooting as well. No, but this one only helps in close combat.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
So anyway, the alchemical fire does synergize a little bit with some of the rest of the list.
Yeah, but if you had this lore, you would need to think about other ways to augment it, like
correct,
flaming the ring of fire,
fireball ring, pyromancy,
and other things to even make it better, or take a pyromancy mage as your second mage.
Oh, and another thing, look at this. Get this spell off earlier, get the alchemical fire off earlier, then hit them with the molten copper. And you're re-rolling those. Again, no, never mind. Keep looking at this. Close combat.
Right.
Oh, and spells.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So this and this synergize really well together.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, that's nice. Quicksilver Lash is decent. Word of Iron is good.
Yeah, I like that.
Molten Copper is good.
It's situational, but good.
Corruption is good. I mean, a lot of these are situational based on armored targets.
Yeah.
But a lot of these are good spells. And this Silver Spike, I think, is a fantastic spell. Transmutation to Lead can be a good spell.
It can be.
Situational.
Yeah.
I think this is the least in this group, maybe, that I like. Maybe Word of Iron or this one, or both are my lower of these.
I think Transmutation's my least
and Glory of Gold.
Interesting. All of them.
This is definitely a thumbs up lore to me. I like this lore a lot. The Path a lot. I think they've done really well with it.
Yeah, no, if you have
and I think it's synergizing with itself.
And I think it synergizes with a number of the armies that have access to it.
Yeah, Empire Sonstal.
Yeah.
Dread Elves, Highborn Elves, Infernal Dwarves especially.
Yes.
Saurian Ancients, Vampire Counts, and Warriors. Yeah. Anyway, definitely a plus for me.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
And I give it a thumbs up also.
All right. Thanks for listening. That's
Okay.
Alchemy.
Tale of the next lore. Path.
Well, the path and lore thing needs to go away, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll try harder. Bye.
Yes.
Goodbye.